na meeting or something, unaona huyu anangojea meeting ishe, alafu sasa ndiye aende atengeneze chai ama kitu kama hiyo. So those are some of the tricky bit ya working from home. The other tricky bit ya working from home ni wageni visitors. Hawasemi wakikuja juu wanajua uko kwa nyumba, so utasikia zile za ni aje, niko hapa kwa mlango. Okay, uko kwa mlango, then wakishafika lazima wapatie attention, na hakuna mgeni anakaanga kwako 15 ama 30 minutes. Wanataka kukaa, labda mtu amekuja na mzinga, kwa wale wana niningi mizinga. But uzuri gava ilitusaidia, siku hizi 7 anafaa kuwa ametoka kwako, so at least kuna time yenye akikuja uko safe. Either way, hizo ndio challenges. Kucope na hizi vitu sometimes, one
Keep it
trick
short.
Ate?
No, just continue, not me. I was just talking to somebody here.
Oh, okay, sawa.
Sorry.
One trick inaweza kuwa be unavailable kidogo. Ile time una work, usishike simu, don't respond to doorbells, just so that kusikuwe na interruptions mob. Another solution ni ukwetu na schedule, useme I need to make breakfast before niingie job. So hiyo itakulazimisha kuamka mapema, at least so that uchangamke na ufanye. The other one, jioni unasema past 5:30 I am not working. Now ensure you're not working past 5:30. You're not touching your computer, yani nothing to do with work past that point. Ukijiambia hivyo, at least you can take a rest for the rest of the day. Yeah, those are the things I could think of.
Hiyo ni poa, like venye huna wewe sasa, wewe umedisable WhatsApp, umeuninstall apps, simu yenyewe ushikangi, si ndio?
Unamshtaki?
Hata amepotea. So
Ole,
Joel. Yeah?
nilikuwa nasema
Yes.
ya huwa inasaidia.
Okay. Joel,
Yes.
how are you working from home, sorry?
Well, I can say mine is tricky, just like the other person was saying, because imenipata home ocha kwanza, and it's very tricky. Kwanza, accessing to my computer works, it's very limited because I have to go to where there is power. Walitukatia stima. It's very tricky. So the little time I get, I always go to where there is power, and I do my IT stuff because I'm an IT expert. If somebody has a problem, we connect remotely, something like that. So the tricky part is that sina stima and I have to go somewhere to work. So mine, I can say that I'm not working from home. I'm working from another place near home. Yeah. So it's just tricky that way. Anyway, I have no problem. Kunanyesha. It's cold and it's cool. A favorable weather, especially for people who like to think. A cold weather is good for thinking, as I can say.
Wait, ati cold weather is good for thinking?
Yes.
Yeah,
Cold weather.
Elaborate your point.
Okay, you see, when it's
That's
cold,
crazy.
the nerve system really tends to be active. So you can think, you can come up with good ideas. Trust me. That's the time good people do things.
Hey, na watu kama
Hiyo
Fadhili
ndio
wenye
mimi.
ikiwa baridi wanalala.
Mi niko chini ya mattress ama chini ya blanket saa hiyo bana.
Hata Raiba kitambo ulikuwa unaona like asubuhi Hiyo time unapata mkiona maths na hiyo time maths inaingia sana. Acha kufika mchana unasikia tu.
Yeah, I think I get that theory sasa. Haya. Na nani na Jackie Gitao, how about you? How are you coping with working from home?
Hi, I can say it's not that easy. All you need to do mostly to manage to work from home is kama venye au wengine wamesema ni ujitengenezee schedule, ujue nini unafaa kufanya at what time na ile time haufai kuwork, cause usipokuwa na schedule you'll end up working 24/7 and you wouldn't even be as productive as much. So for me ni kuwa na schedule, what time to wake up, what time to start working, when to have my breaks, and when to stop using my computer at all and maybe socialize with my family. So even ndio nimetry cope na working from home. Yeah.
So I want first experience. What was your first experience working from home, Tracy? Jackie?
Au venye bado
My
anajipanga
first
sinaweza endelea. Oh, sawa, endelea.
my first experience ilikuwa a bit tricky cause najua hakuna mtu anakusupervise ama kukumonitor, so unakuwa a bit sluggish cause you want to sleep a lot, you want to unakuwa too sluggish at most until ile time una realize that this is not going to end soon, so you have to like be your own boss and come up with our own schedule and how to keep yourself in check and also to accomplish your tasks by the end of the day. Yeah, for me it was tricky, but right now I'm a bit better.
Sawa. Now, Jackie, where you are? How about you?
Wao naona tu wakitype, sioni wakijibu sahi.
Jackie anasema yeye anaenjoy cause ako na an extra hour to sleep. Hiyo time ya kujitayarisha kwenda kazi.
Hao watu wanapenda kulala. By the way, venye unauliza hiyo nini ati first experience, mi nakumbuka the first time niliwork remote. Work remote is a bit tricky if hamko same time zone. So kuna time tulikuwa na work remote na hatuko same time zone na wenye tuna work na wao. So unapata ile time unatamani kulala, wao ndio wameamka. Juma, by the way, ulisema unawakia wapi? Time zone ziko same?
Mimi nilikuwa different time zone by the way. Unaanzia kuwork I think 5 PM huku hivi ndio morning kwao, ndio wanaingia ofisi. So
Yeah.
uko na shifted time zone.
Yeah, uko na some shifted time zone, lazima ukwe. Hiyo jioni sasa ndio asubuhi yao, sasa ndio unaanza kuwork. Sasa hizo umejosha choka.
Well, I think mimi niko reverse. Mimi work usiku sana kuliko venye mimi work mchana. So
okay, basi hiyo ni bahati.
Sini maana
Adaptation.
Mi nilikuwa na hiyo shida cause mi by jioni na feeling nikaa kuna kitu yote ya maana naweza fanya. So hiyo shifted time zone ilikuwa inanisumbua sana.
Just continue.
Okay. So hiyo mixing time zones, it was so hard because wao umejua wako na time yao na ni asubuhi kwao, wamechangamka sana. Wewe saizi hapa ni jioni unafikiria sapa. So ilikuwa a bit of huku na kule. Nilifanya for quite some time, then with time unaizoea. My biggest challenge, ulikuwa unaitisha first time. My biggest challenge first time ilikuwa microphone and webcam. Hizo vitu zilikuwa shida. I had a very poor camera and a very poor microphone. So hawako wananisikia. Hadi walikuwa wananiambia no, just type in because my audio was so bad. So I think Chantel, now that unaendeleza hii, I think pia tunaweza discuss etiquette ya video na audio call. Should you have your camera on, vitu kama hizo later on.
Yeah, I agree na hiyo discipline ya working from home.
Discipline aje?
Hiyo tu discipline. You wake up venye tu ulikuwa unasema.
Oh, okay.
So I need your Evans Roy. How about you? Na wewe unakopaje work from home, or how was your first experience? Kindly unaweza share. Okay, so nika ni party.
Wewe ni kama kupati. Chantel, niko na idea.
Yeah.
Can we ask the worst experience so that watu watupatie stories out amutamu? The worst experience working from home. Tuseme tu ukweli. The worst thing imai kufanyikia ukiwa work from home.
That's an idea.
Yeah. Like leo venye nimeamka 10. Aki nikapata watu wameshajaza Slack. Ni hata nilishindwa cha kusema.
Au kusema I'm sorry I'm late.
I just sikujua nitajitetea aje.
Yeah. Anyone mwenye amekuwa na any embarrassing nini? Anyone mwenye amekuwa na any embarrassing situation working online? Mtu ametokea nyuma or something? Hakuna? Kwani kazi yenu imekuwa poa aje?
Labda utupea
Usiogope kusema ati? Usiogope kusema anything embarrassing yenye imekufanyikia ukiwaka online. Mnaonanga hizi zenye watu wana nini? Labda mtu anaongea alafu mtu anatokea tu. Or just something that is not nice happens.
I think it's just the issue whereby someone just pops up in your place, interfering with how you are continuing with what you are doing. So some people, they tend to take time. You find yourself, you have to give him or her attention. At the same time, you have to work. So it's tricky somehow.
Yeah, alafu hata nimesema hivyo nikakumbuka. Sasa hii si experience yangu. Kuna mtu alituambia experience yake, alikuwa na video call but alikuwa anatumia simu. Sasa alikuwa dem. Sasa ameshikilia tu simu vizuri ana call, alafu simu ikaslip ikaanguka. Na alikuwa amevaa short. So unajua simu imeanguka na video inaangalia juu.
She went live.
Anasema hiyo si experience anaweza taka kusahau.
She went live on air.
Live on air. So please make sure your videos ziko fixed at a particular point. Usishikilie simu kwa mkono kama hujavaa full. So that's one of the embarrassing ones zenye nakumbuka. Haikuwa yangu exactly but ilikuwa ya mse najua. Anyone who remembers any other embarrassing thing working remote?
Mada alianza kugombana kipeana report.
Ati mamaka anagombana ukipeana report na uwezi mute?
Hapana, like alianza tu all of a sudden nilipata sasa ni mimi napeana report.
Oh shit.
Ui, pole.
Any other embarrassing thing?
Nakumbuka nikijoin meetup ya Monday meetup. Hii tu ya juzi. And then nikaingia. I had no idea sikuwa muted. And mtu background alikuwa anacheza muziki loud. Sijui.
By the nani amefikiria commute na yuko mute?
Mara nyingi.
And the bad things that you said when you thought you were muted.
Yes.
Kama nini? Unasema tu yes kama nini?
Like I was with a friend na alikuwa class. Sasa yeye haja mute na sisi tunapiga story. Mwalimu wake amesema they sing a song ilikuwa inakaa childish. Sasa tumeshinda tunasema huyu mwalimu kichwa chake ni mzuri. Mnaimbaje tu wimbo kaa hiyo? Hadi akasema tu alimuita jina alafu akasema please mute you're unmuted. We.
Aya, so I think kumekuwa na watu wana very many embarrassing things zenye zimekuwa, si ndio?
You never know.
Yani
Some
kama
have them.
Ama ni embarrassing hata hawataki kutuambia.
Yeah, they can't.
Sema tu ilishafanyika. Anyone? Ilisha happen. Ndio at least tusifanye hiyo makosa. Alright, haina shida. So I think tunaweza go on.
But sometimes the devices zingine go to maybe you're video calling on your phone on silent and someone is persistently calling. The first time ana call and then maybe your ringtone na personality yako haziendi the same.
Oh yes.
So when you portray to the people that are on the video call with you, ungetaka ikue exposed na such a ringtone. So maybe that has been one of my embarrassing moments because hey, ringtone yenye nilikuwa nayo then kila mtu alikuwa like okay.
Huyo ni wewe
But yeah.
kweli.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ngoma gani hapa di?
Hapana. Kuna ngoma ingine inaitwa
ile
Banga.
Ati inaitwa?
Oh.
First Banga. Hadi ilibidi tu nimerudisha the other ringtone that I had previously because it was a bit better. Haikuwa dancehall hivyo.
Oh, kwani kuna video yenye ufai kusikika ukinini dancehall?
Hapana, nakuanga msimchila. Chantel anajua hiyo ngoma vile hiyo ngoma iko.
Okay. Alright, so I think tunaweza move over to the next thing. The most etiquette ya video calls. What are the most common video call etiquettes? Should you have your video on or off? Unafaa place aje background? By the way, hiyo story before hata tuende kwa hiyo nini, nataka mniambie kama hii mattress yangu ni embarrassing. Acha niwashe hii video. Hiyo inafaa ikae kwa video call. Msiseme ni mzee. Msiseme ni mzee. Ati?
Tutajuaje uko Kenya?
Mnaiona? So I think one of the steps when you're doing a call inafaa kuwa unaangalia background yako kwanza. Unai-set up vizuri kwanza. Step number 1, angalia background. Just in case you're required to have your video on. So ukishaangalia background make sure iko poa kabisa. So you can face, unaweza face hata hii wall. So unlike my previous background, naweza tumia hii background but hii ina shine kidogo, si ndio? So naweza tumia background kama hii. But mimi mwenyewe ni black. So either way you just set it up in a way that mtu anaweza ona vizuri bila kuangalia any other thing. Aya, kwenye nimekaa no one can come from the back because hii ni ukuta. So mtu akiniongelesha anaweza kuangalia tu hivi or hivi. And if someone talks I can alafu nirudi hivi. So that's if you are in a place where someone can just show up at any time. Or Trevor Noah anasemanga everyone has that one nice corner where they video call. So we chagua tu hiyo kona moja tu. Hiyo kona ndio kwange safi all the time. Make sure haina cobwebs. Make sure umepanga vitabu 3 4. Ukae mtu serious. Ukishapanga hizo vitabu unaziweka kwa kona alafu na make sure ka video kama point hapo. alafu sasa unafanya video call yako. That is my hint. So anyone else with a hint on video calling?
Mi najua tu if your network is poor si lazima tuonyeshe sura. Juu ina affect.
Hello, hapo kuna
Is someone trying to speak?
Yes, ni Kerone anaongea. Kerone ongea.
Kerone, we can't hear.
okay.
Oh, okay, amepotea. Someone else?
I'd say unanisikia?
Tunakusikia.
Yeah, I'd say
Yes, we can.
usikuwa ashamed of background noises, not unless ziko destructive, because kila mtu anajua kila mtu sahi ana work from home. So kama kuna watoi si hawawezi discern between what is not supposed to happen or what is happening. So kama ako around na maybe anacheza na hayuko too loud, it's okay, I think. Because I feel like a lot of people try to make it the most silent environment they're seated in when they're video calling. But then again, sisi wote tunajua kila mtu ana work from home. So I think it's acceptable. Just for as long as it's not destructive to everyone else on the call.
Yeah, according to video calling, I think it depends. If it is something formal, you just have to be formal. And if it is something friendly, like a dude-to-dude talk, let it just be how the call got you. I think that's according to my opinion.
Any other nini? Wewe hata nimekumbuka. Oh, Kerone ndio huyo.
Hello everyone.
Yes, Kerone.
Hello.
Nikianza kuongea inaniambia poor connection mazina imekuwa poa kutoka asubuhi, hii ndio upuzi. Anyway, so kuna something else I thought it's good to mention. Sigwa mention kuhusu background.
Aki ameenda background. Kerone, umesema background ukapotea.
In that scenario, and then picha ya mse iko so miserable. I don't know mtu anashikilia kamera aje. Then unapata like the lips are so big alafu the rest of the face was so thin. Still
I think I know tunaongelea venye watu sema ati someone's uncle venye ukipiga picha. That's so true.
I think hiyo ni issue ya setup. Ukianza video call at least mtu anaweza take a few minutes.
So the big deal is because most of the phone applications
I
think ni kitu iko clear because most of the someone else anaweza kaendelea tu. I'll be back in.
Haya, sawa.
Nilikuwa nasema hiyo ni story ya setup, hiyo ya angles. I think part of nani mwingine anaongea? I think part of the preparation unafaa kuangalia angles zenye kamera yako iko. because I am sure you are able to see how you look before you can even join the call. So yeah, set up.
I work with a I work with a very stubborn team. Tulielewana tu tutaonyeshana faces. You know, juu tuna work from home na tumezoea ku work from the office. Tumezoeana kuongea, kupiga kelele, kwa noisy. Tunawa miss. Sasa show face. Acha tu. Imekuwa hard.
Chantel, are you attacking people? By the way,
Someone
James,
somewhere go clear.
James story nimekumbuka my embarrassing point. Acheni tu niseme tu sahi. Ni sawa? Yeah, so there was this day nilikuwa kwa video call. Also, please, when you're in a friend's house, make sure you confirm with them that they are okay with you making a video call in their house, whichever the corner. So there was a day I was in a friend's house and I was making a video call. So mi niko hapo nimefanya ma video call zangu nini, then wakaanza kupiga story. Nikawambia niko karibu kumaliza hii, mnaweza keep it down kidogo. Hey. Alikuja kaniuliza nyumba ni ya nani? Nani amekwambia hii ni ofisi? Kwanza unatumia internet ya nani? Umewahi lipa hii nyumba? Umewahi lipa internet hapa? Meanwhile ananiambia hivyo na niko kwa call bado. So first of all, if si kwako, make sure you ask. Unamuuliza, is it okay for me to make a call? Is it okay for me to make a call here? Then akikwambia it's okay, then unaweza muuliza which part of the house can I make the call? So that's very, very important. Nililearn the hard way when I was forcefully stopped from making a video call. Nimeikumbuka. So always do that if it's not your place.
Could we speak English? Mike doesn't understand Swahili.
Oh, Mike does not understand Swahili. Oh, sorry.
We are very sorry.
Okay, so I have to repeat what I said. Sorry. So there was this day I was on a call. I was on a call and I was at a friend's place. Now the problem with that, why are you laughing? You've heard everything.
Yeah, he's muted.
Oh yeah, you're muted if you're talking.
Hello.
Hello. Nimeona hiyo face ya Mavo, the face that Kerone was talking about. Marvin has it. So as I was saying, sorry, Mike. Yeah, I think we can move over to the next person. If you have anything to share on working online, anything embarrassing that ever happened on the lesson.
All right, so naona connection yangu imekuwa 4G finally, yeah?
Yes, you're now.
So wase wenye mko kwa screen mtoke kwanza. Before tuendelee.
No.
English.
Yeah.
So you have to speak English, pure English. Sorry.
Okay, so you'll have to excuse me. The guys on the screen, please, I need to clear my way, yeah? All right, so let me start a little bit new.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I think I have to learn it to actually. Don't worry, you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, fine. So let me go ahead, huh? Okay, so let me start from last week. I reported back to the office last week. So confirm if you're getting me.
Yeah, we are getting you.
Oh, fine. So I reported back to office last week. After it's been like almost 3 weeks since I was in the office, and I felt like there was something funny because most of the guys they are senior people in the They're leading the whole staff systems and everything else. And then they used to, if there's anything, you just speak ahead. Just tell me. So they're used to these common meetings where they normally head to big hotels and such stuff. They do their presentations and yeah. But now, this time around, so I reported in the morning, the first thing that was around 9, and then it was crazy because everyone else came to me like, hey guy, we have a meeting at 10. We don't have Zoom, we don't have everything here, just help us set up everything. And of course, I became the boss for a moment. Now that everyone else had to queue up, I had to set up from zero. That was like we did almost for 30 minutes. We are trying to pull everyone into place. And so it's surprising that these seniors don't have any idea of how to hold such a stuff. Some of them were just saying like, no, we can't do it this way. We're used to getting per diems when we are in the meetings. Look at us now, we'll just be sitting here and then talking a lot of nonsense. In fact, you see, the issue with them is they don't take it as real when they are on the video calls or when they are in these virtual meetings. So they're like, okay, so what are we going to do then? So I had to settle them down. Everyone take your position. If you have a mobile device, either a phone or a laptop, now settle up. I had like 7 guys. All those guys are like, we have a gap of like 30 years between me and them, so that you can get the actual picture. These are older generation. And at one point, the meeting is started. Whoever was hosting was not around, obviously. So the first person is like, hey, kuja hapa, come look at this one. There's a problem here. The issue is, 1, their video is on, 2, their mic is on. And whoever was hosting the meeting is following up everything on the ground. And so my guy, I had some real hard time here. Before, like, let's say like the first, up to the first like 15 minutes, I had to just be moving around up and down here because, of course, the social distancing stuff, everybody is on their corner, and then they're calling me, hey, look, my device is, I'm not getting any audio, and then, like, yeah, the guy hasn't joined the call yet. On Zoom, there's that button like join via audio or join via whatever. Some of them actually, when the meeting was halfway, is when I was realizing they haven't started the call. Because I told them to make things easier, preferably let's use one computer that has better audio, and then the rest of you can just follow from your screens, and then the rest of you can follow from your screens, and then you follow the presentation on such stuff. So I'm here. I'm not in the call. I have my seat beside everybody else. So I'm managing my own meeting here, and then of course there's the main meeting. So at one point they had their presentations they were supposed to make because these are head of departments. And thank God, of course this was a good day because they had sent their presentations to whoever was in charge of the meeting prior to the meeting. And then, so those guys were saying like, how do you upload my presentation? I'm the next person presenting, Bana. What can I do? What can I do? And wow, it was like a catchy moment, and I felt like, wow, that was new to me. So finally, the other guy on the other end gave a directive that this is what we're going to do. I'm going to play your slides. You guys, you're going to watch and explain from wherever you are. And I thought that was a favor to them. Like, seriously, yeah, that was good. So the guys were doing like, okay, according to what we have performed this first quarter, this is it, higher. Go to the next slide, and then they wait for a moment. Whoever was on the other end would scroll down, and then they say like, then these other time we've done these and these and these, the remaining bit is this, and then go to the next slide, and then they wait for a moment. At other times, I felt like, okay, some of these guys were jokers because the slide is over, and then they're requesting, is there any other slide? Oh, yeah, I think we are done. And so like, thank you. That is what we have for today. And yeah, that is it. By the time the meeting was over, I was so tired. And I was the host of the meeting. And yet I was not I was not invited. I was not part of the whole party. And okay, but anyway, that was a whole experience for me this previous week. And then obviously you can expect the kind of the complaints, like, imagine such a meeting, there's no even tea, there's nothing after the meeting and such stuff. Yeah, the kind of the complaints, but that was not funny either. But the interesting bit was to do with how I controlled the whole meeting. It brought me to some sense, like, okay, I think these guys, they need a special kind of classrooms for such stuff. Yeah, so that was my experience for last week. I think it was quite an interesting one. Yeah, back to you, whoever is on the other side.
I think you need 5G connection, not even 4G. That was an amazing story. What are you Mike, we can't hear you if you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I would say, if I was there, probably they would have sacked me by now. Definitely, I'm going to laugh. I'll just tell them, hey guys, this is not how things work.
So the meeting is halfway and no one has joined yet. Some of them have not yet even clicked on join.
Yeah, you see, I think the capabilities of most of these virtual meeting applications, they should be somehow unified, because with the Zoom, you can be viewing the screen of the other party, but you haven't joined the meeting yet. So you won't have feedback on audio, but the visuals, you're okay. So the guys would be following until halfway, and then they're like, why is it that I'm not getting any audio from my side? And then I realize, oh, they haven't joined. Some of them were joining with, you see, the interesting bit is, most of as in the Zoom application itself, it does this. If you haven't provided a name while you're joining, it takes the name of the device you're having. I think most of you know that. And it was like, so whoever was hosting the meeting was like, okay, the guy with the Tecno K7, can you please mute your mic, or what were you saying? HP guy, what's your word? The Dell Inspiron guy, and I was like, whoa, this is more than a party, man. I think some other experiences are just interesting, and I thought like this virus has taken us places like seriously, yeah.
Okay. Any comment, any story? I think I'll just continue laughing. Anyone with any comment or story?
Okay.
Now that we've switched to English, no one is speaking. Bravo.
Hey.
Yes. Can you give us what you think? Or what do you think? Umesikia your story?
Yeah, working from home and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing I'm trying to learn since this all stay home started is I'm trying to minimize notification, because when you're working from home, you access a lot of notification, and that's from email, your phone, people's status. If you have like me, I have like around 1300 plus contacts. So when you go to your status, unapata you have over 100 or over 200 people status. So I mute all of them, and I only remain with specific people I want to view their statuses. I unsubscribe from almost, I think, majority of the emails, because those are the agents of distraction when you're working from home. So you'll find yourself checking your phone, checking social media. So the best you can do is minimize, reduce the noise, reduce the notification noise. So you minimize all the notification. If it is status, I think saizi WhatsApp Kofiti, you can mute and they won't show you the statuses. So you will be able to see like maybe 5, the people you want to view, 10, 15. Then again is how you wake up. So what I'm doing at the moment is I don't go to bed with my phone. So I don't go to bed with my phone because when you wake up, you might take like 1 hour checking your phone, reading notification. So when I'm going to bed, maybe I go with my laptop if I'm watching a series, or I just go without anything and wake up. I read a book. That's it. So you wake up, if you want to check your phone, you check your phone during the day. I think that's pretty much what I've been doing to help me work from home lately.
I can add on to that. So instead of not going to bed with my phone because it's my alarm clock, I have an app. It's called Freedom. So what Freedom does is you can schedule times that you can give it a schedule of time, and within that schedule, you tell it which apps you're able to use. So I have a schedule on my phone from 4:40 to 9 o'clock. It will not allow me to access my messages. It won't allow me to make any call. It won't allow me to access any browser. So, but it allows me to open a book application and maybe read a book. So you choose which applications you want to use with Freedom. The good thing is it runs on Android and most of the other platforms. Yeah, it works there. So that's also a hint if you can't do away with your phone.
Sigu, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Take for example, mimi sasa.
Yes.
Fun Friday is part of my work. Lazima nsensitize. So nitaenda WhatsApp, Telegram, hizo zote, Twitter.
Okay.
Kuna kuanga tuna kale ka urge ka kuangalia vitu zingine. Tunafanya aje?
Yes.
Schedule time.
Yes, Mavo.
So I recently joined TikTok. I'm loving it, and I joined it for one reason. I'm always honest. There's guys doing their thing there. So yeah, there's reducing the noise. What I call reducing the noise is you take time to check specific things. So if you're going to check social media for 1 hour, just do it for 1 hour. Be active, retweet, check your messages, go to TikTok. So what I usually do is every evening between saa moja to saa mbili, I check Product Hunt, Apps Lab, I check Dribble, I check Reddit. I check everything because you don't want to be left out. You want to get all the information. I reply to WhatsApp messages that I had during the day. Okay, so and another way you can utilize time if you're checking social media. If I'm going to the washroom, or if I'm going to relieve myself, I usually carry my phone. So if I'm going for if I'm going for a long call, niko tu hapo tu na simu tu naangalia, nafanya mambo yangu. So reducing the noise is when you are active. When you are active, be active. When you want to check everything and schedule it in a way. If you wake up 9 a.m. in the morning, okay, unaanza kazi from 9, you do your work until 11, take a break. When you're taking a break, you can use your phone or watch a movie and stuff. But during your breaks, just find something to do during those breaks that is not related to productivity. That it's make your body relax. You don't relax by sitting down, because like mtu kama mimi, I'll start thinking about business. We have this project, we have this thing need to be done. So when you're relaxing without doing anything stupid, your brain is functioning. Okay, so you're not really relaxing. You just like, I'm not touching my laptop, I'm not touching my phone, but ideally you're not relaxing because you're thinking a lot of not sijamaliza hii. So instead you can take your phone, check maybe some jokes, Flaco joke on Twitter, on Instagram. You get, that's how you relax.
Yes.
Yeah. So don't be afraid to don't be afraid to use social media or any other strange thing that people do. Just schedule a time for them, and don't give like, oh, I'll do it for 30 minutes. No, do it for 1 hour until useme tu nimemaliza kila kitu. When you go back to kufanya kazi, literally unafanya kazi. Okay, if like for me, Trevor now usually uploads I think videos every 3 days. Okay, so there's time to watch those kind of videos to get information, etc. and everything. So that's how I do my acts.
Yeah, that one looks good. The concept with Sigu, I think it almost matches mine. With my phone, it has what we call screen time. So initially, I was not paying so much attention with it, but recently I realized it's doing some magic. Because the like stuff of social media, you guys saying you do it until you are full, but I feel like that's crazy a bit. So what I normally do, I've said under social media, I've restricted it to 1 hour. So once the 1 hour is done, all the apps are frozen for the rest of the day. So it normally gives me the kind of the restriction. I understand it's not such a good stuff, but I think it works for me because I normally look at the remaining time. So whenever I'm peeping in through the social media, I know I still have like 30 minutes to go to peruse it. So it's kind of working for me because if I start scrolling Twitter, there are some threads that you won't get done with them. So I realize it's working because everything under social media, because normally the OS has categories for apps. So anything under this, because I realize social media is kind of crazy. And then the challenge now comes in because I have some clients who want to communicate via WhatsApp. You start a thread on email, after like 5 exchanges, they tell you, do you have WhatsApp number? And you're like, boom.
Okay.
You're back.
Yeah, I understand that one, but now the way you manage that one is, I think I call it client discipline. So you kind of give your client orientation before they start communicating. Now, if I'm talking to Sigu, I know he's my friend, and anaweza nipigia anytime, or we can chat anytime. And I think I usually take time to reply messages even for client. Unless kama ni server iko chini, we can talk. But if you are a client, you text me past saa moja, no, I won't reply. I'll reply kesho. It's called the same. It's called planning with discipline. So if you're not disciplined, you won't plan yourself. You won't plan for your client, and you will be confused in between. You have to treat client with respect. I used to do that. We used to treat our clients with respect until we realize that at certain point they start to abuse that respect. Okay. They start to abuse that respect. Maybe you've been lucky, but once you start getting a lot of clients from different backgrounds, they will start to abuse that respect. Okay. So if you guys have to communicate on WhatsApp, as in start communicating after the project measure, everything you need to put in email, because even if you chat on WhatsApp, export that chat and forward it to your email. You never know what will happen. You can be sued or something like that. So if you've not experienced those kind of issues, you will start communicating with your client on WhatsApp. But if it's something very crucial, do it on an email. Just say, WhatsApp the guy, hey, check your email. Send it to the email. No one should give you an excuse that you're communicating via WhatsApp, yet they have an email application. They can still open it. Same way they are opening their WhatsApp. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
And lastly on discipline, see all this, something I realized some few weeks ago, all these things like planning, productivity, bullshit. These things narrow down to 2 things: how you plan and how you are disciplined. So if you are disciplined with your phone, you will give it the maximum time that it requires. If you're disciplined with the activity that you're going to achieve, to complete, it will be very easy. Because unapata saa zingine, if I'm not getting pressure from our clients or our team at AppsLab, I can just lazy around and do stuff, okay, until your pressure ianze. Okay, now take that scenario, uko peke yako and there's nothing you're doing. You won't complete a single project. So you need to be disciplined with yourself and respect all your plans before we go to this productivity and management issues. So that's something I learned from you.
Yeah, sure. Marvin, I agree with you 100%. But there's something you need to consider as well. At one point, I've had a client who was from somewhere in Asia, and then we've been exchanging for a while, and then I realized there were some few things that were not getting clear. And after having some few WhatsApp calls here and there, I realized things were getting a bit straight. So as far as we can restrict, social media, I also stick to emails. That is it. Some of them just request WhatsApp, but I normally tend to be a bit hard. But when it comes to calls, calls normally work for me on WhatsApp because, of course, they cannot spend all that much making a GSM phone call when we have WhatsApp. Yeah, that's my say.
Okay, so on calls, this is what I'll say. And this is anyone who's leading a company. So what you do is like we have a company line, okay, and it's a USD phone, the featured phone. So tumeiset in a way ikifika saa mbili the phone will automatically go off. So if a client calls the phone, we atapata ni mteja. So yes, you need to have a lot of calls with that client to load that phone every month just to talk to clients. You need to have and they need to know that there's a line dedicated to them. Okay. So when you have a call with a client, you can have a lengthy call, but always remember, once umemaliza kupiga simu, please follow it up with an email. We've gone through all these scenarios where a client, umekuwa mabeshte to you guys are talking, is your buddy, be like, hey Marvin, come for lunch. Then all of a sudden he's like, hey, you know what, I'm sending you my lawyer's papers, we're taking you guys to court and stuff like that. And you'll be like, tulikuwa tumejuana na umse, tulikuwa tuna WhatsApp late, we used to have meetings hata saa 3 usiku before traveling, you get. So yes, some things need to be cleared by a phone call. I have a lot of phone calls when it comes to implementation, understanding the client process, what the client want. Okay, but once you're done with the phone call, make sure you document it somewhere where the client can see it and you can also see it to avoid confusion in the near future. Yeah.
All right. So can you hear me? I guess yes. All right. So I think we've shifted from working remote. Now we're in productivity, and I think they are related kind of. My opinion in this is I'm a bit opinionated in this. What I do and what we've done in the past is we set out preferred means of communication. WhatsApp is our last preferred means of communication. And we tell you our turnaround time for WhatsApp is 72 hours.
Ow.
Which means if you WhatsApp me today, I am not obliged to reply to you for the next 72 hours. But if you do an email, a day will not end. So give them all the channels possible, but tell them the turnaround times so that they choose the best. My opinion on phone calls, again, phone calls are never structured. Phone calls are never well thought. So what happens when someone calls you is because they've just thought about something and they want to clear it up. They've not taken their time to think about it. If they took a minute, 5 minutes to compose the email to you, then they think about it more. I know even on your side, whenever you compose an email, there are some things that you write and you delete because it's no longer relevant. Okay? So I prefer email because it makes you do some work. It makes you think about what you're trying to tell me. You calling me, you've not thought about it. You're just asking for some clarification. which if you spend like 5 minutes writing the email and you just give up with it because just maybe writing the email is not worth it. So that's usually my opinion on that. So we give you all the channels possible with different turnaround times, and the different turnaround times discourages you from doing a live chat. WhatsApp is a live chat, and if you're WhatsApping me, you don't give me the details. You start by saying, hi, good morning. But if you're writing me an email, no one in their right minds write you an email, good morning, and waits for a response. They give you everything they want. Then you respond with everything that you want. That to me is better communication with anyone. For friends, it's okay. But for work and clients, tell me what you want, I tell you what you need. I'm more opinionated in that, yeah. Okay, silence. We're actually 6 minutes past time. I don't know what's the plan, Chantel.
Yeah, I think we should wind up unless anyone else has questions.
Or comments?
Yeah, or comments.
Yeah, so we can give it
Sorry, Sibu?
Yeah, so anyone who has a comment can just give any comment that you have or your last minute thought that you really needed to share so that we can wind down. Okay, I think I can start from this end. If you don't have anything, you can just say pass. Let's start with Good talk, that's Mike. Evans Otieno. Evans? Anything, or we just pass?
We'll just pass. I was just listening.
Okay. Oh, this is my. All right. Jackie, Gitao, anything to add?
It's a pass for me.
Oh, okay. Juma?
So, really insightful. Nasema good talk from everyone. Insightful. Thank you.
All right. Kerone, the man, the boss, the experienced guy.
Not really. We need just to get a bit settled. There's something, one word for everyone else. If there's anyone who is beginning out there and working remotely, there is a temptation to just go off. Sometimes you find yourself, the project is in a scammy place and you feel like, wow, I just need to shut down and get lost with all this stuff. Please don't get there. See you.
Wow. Magak, are you now in a less noisy place?
Oh, okay. So much stuff has been said. Okay, just one little thing which I think I've been really keen on and observing. You know, sometimes when you work from home, at times you even lose the count of days. You realize you're on Monday, you think like you're on Friday.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. So the thing is, personally, what I do is, first of all, and even Marvin will tell you, if like for today is an holiday, I'm really excited about it because I want code personally, regardless of unless it's a bug I'm fixing. So personally, I respect the weekends. I don't code during the weekends. I don't code during holidays. So it's something which is working for me because I have 5 days, and mostly the weekends is for community and contributing to open source. So like literally 6 days. So if you observe, for example, a Sunday or like you really have to have that kind of break. Then there's also another thing I want to add on personal discipline. I think whether you're keeping off social media or you're not keeping off or whatever thing you're doing, you can still keep away your phone and stay at the laptop and watch YouTube all day or Netflix the whole day. So it's about working as per your plan. Personally, you always find me online every time. I will reply to text anytime, make calls anytime, FB, Twitter. At the same time, I'll still be doing my job. It's the same act of saying, like, for example, one last thing, just support this like for us at our office, we have PlayStation, and it's just there by my side. You know, there's at times we do find visitors and they're like, why don't you just keep the PlayStation somewhere away so that you don't see it? But if you plan yourself very well, personally, I do play FIFA a lot up to Monday, but I have a small office. The setup plus unaweka is that's why it's like my office. Like I've been really working remotely so much that I call it my office. So sitting room kwangu is office. When I go to the bedroom is my bedroom. So yeah, treat it that way. If I say office, I mean my sitting room. Yeah. So the PS is there, and what is there is that I'll only play it during the weekend, no matter of what happens. So things like that. So that you really plan yourself and know that Monday to Friday you do this stuff, maybe Saturday you do this, Sunday you do this, and everything just flows in, and you don't get to the point erroneally sema of breaking down or something. Yeah. I think I'm okay, guys. But if you hear me say office, I mean my sitting room is my office. If I'm a meza na kitu haina kitu ingine.
Okay, so you're talking about burnout, developer burnout, which you're warning everyone against, and you also, Kairone warned everyone against burnout. You've warned everyone against burnout. Mai is warning everyone against burnout and telling them to have their girlfriends. If you look on the chat, I'm not putting on anything on him. So as you are moving on, just feel free to say pass. Mavo, anything last words to say? Or to share with us? If Ulisha said it's just okay. You're muted if you're talking.
Nothing much. So my request is like, let's build, man. And this is just off the topic. I think I'm in the AfriLabs group. That's an Africa organization of labs within Africa. And I was surprised during the COVID when they were sharing application to use while working at home. They're only sharing application from the West. And I think I'm usually kind of an African advocate. So let's build, man. We can build these softwares and start sharing, and we use them from developer to developer. I was on a call with Mai and he's doing something, building a software. So I'm like, let's use this time to build stuff. I think you'll expect some from us very soon from our team. But let's not leave it. I know there's a lot of nonsense about these big companies supporting developers and stuff, but my problem is like they've been supporting us for like 10 years now since I started the community, and we don't have any single product that is roaming around the whole of Africa. So please take your time. If you need a call for us to help you explain stuff, Siguzi, Amai, Juma, Frank, Arun, so many guys. So build something, pick a call, we join the team, we give you our feedback, go iterate, and yeah, you never know, man. Yeah, so please build stuff, and we will pay for it. Just build it, send it our way. Usitucharge mingi, we'll pay for it.
Nice, Marvin. So build things that people use, build things that people need. Ask this community for comments, ask this community for feedback, ask them for partnerships, ask for anything that you want. We are free, we are open. Uliza, we will talk to you. Build things. I was in a call yesterday where it was also a call about hubs, and the conclusion was hubs are dead. Whether you like it or not, hubs are dead, and because they cannot innovate. So it's our chance to innovate even without them. Mai, umenyamaza sana. You've not talked since you joined. Can you tell us something? Were you locked in Nairobi or in Rift Valley?
Hello.
Yes, Mai.
I'm in Nairobi. I'm everywhere.
Aha.
I'm omnipresent.
Okay,
Yeah,
present
cool,
us.
cool. Yeah, I'm in Nairobi. And
Talk to
I'm doing well, and I like the chat. I think it's very even more efficient to talk this way than getting people to meet. Yeah. So I think the COVID thing is even making us more productive as a community. We can always have chats more frequent. We can always jump into calls at any time from anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. Otherwise, I'm babysitting here.
Yeah,
Time
say
with
hi to the
family.
kid.
Yeah.
Say hi to the family.
Sure. Thank you for the call.
Haya, karibu sana. Mike Perry. Mike, if you have any comments. We can't hear you, unfortunately, Mike. Just adjust your microphone. Not yet, Mike. Not yet. I'm just guessing you're trying to ask if we can hear you, but we can't. Okay, continue testing it. If we can hear you, we'll get back. Okay, let me go to Lorena. If you have anything, if you want to pass, it's okay. Pass, okay. The OG, is this Getty? The OG?
Yes, I am the OG. So a parting shot from me, I just feel like it all boils down to discipline, to how you can schedule your time, as Jackie said. Yeah, I guess that's all from me. Thank you. The session was good.
All right, thank you, the OG. Pops, that's Poleto Buya.
Pass.
I knew you were going to pass. I knew you were going to pass. Tracy?
Kapita.
Okay, Wolf of the Wall Street. Tracy is typing. Wolf of the Wall Street. I think that's also another pass. Okay, so we've given everyone a chance to say anything that they wanted. It was nice hanging out with all of you. We normally have Fun Fridays every 2 weeks, different topics, just to hang out and just have a chat. You're welcome to come to any Fun Friday, hang out. Today it's very fortunate that we had to talk in English. So good job, Magak. You talked 3 sentences of English. All right. See you in the next Fun Friday. We'll send out the next one.
So before you leave.
Oh yes.
Before you leave, let me spoil for you. We're going to have Juma Allah next Fun Friday, and it's going to be a session of Ask Him Anything. So imagine imagine the honor of asking Juma Allah anything. You need to show up. So bye guys. It's been fun.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Mae toka enda kwa girlfriend. Oh, bado tuna record. Hebu acha hii recording.